I think that there's a lot of room still for experimentation with respect to video online for newspapers. We're covering a range of different topics, as you might expect, from news to sports to feature video. But I think the thing that characterizes our video in relation to a lot of other people, or particularly broadcast, is that we really emphasize subject-driven narrative, where the tale is told primarily through the actions and words of the subjects themselves, rather than having a lot of reporter narration being part of the video experience.
So how do you organize your news day? How do you sort of decide what's covered and what's during a busy day like today with the Scooter Libby trial and the president abroad? How does that work?
We have 6 video journalists who shoot and edit their own stuff and act as field producers. So on any given day, those are the people that I'm going to be sending out to work primarily on the larger, more important topics of the day. Sometimes they're working a week or two ahead. So in case today, we had one of them down at the Scooter Libby trial just trying to catch the reaction to the verdict that we knew was coming. And then at the same time, I have 3 video editors who work primarily to process partner-driven video, or video from the wire services, or audio from our own reporters in the field. So they might be taking in, for example, the Bush's trip to the G8 summit and processing the content that would be flowing from that, primarily provided by the wire services and our Post reporter who might be covering that event.
The WashingtonPost.com has been downloading content through podcasts for quite a while. Recently you've been downloading video files, providing downloads of video files to the Apple TV. Tell us a little bit about the philosophy and how those video files are being used.
Well, we began experimenting with downloading video as iPod video podcast as soon as the first video iPods hit the street. And my belief was it might help us find a different audience, an audience that wasn't necessarily tethered to computers to watch their video. And that's proven pretty much to be the case. And now, at this point in time, we have more people downloading our videos as podcasts on a monthly basis than we have actually watching video on the site. And I'm pretty convinced that they're a different audience and that it's extending sort of the brand impression of our video to a much wider group by doing that.
You guys shoot in HD. Is that really necessary for news coverage? And tell us some of the reasons about shooting editing in very high quality files.
We've been shooting in high definition for a couple of years, and so we have regular standard podcasts that are going down to the standard iTunes, but we're also now sending down high definition podcasts through the Apple set-top box. So we're able to reach consumers who are choosing to watch, those kinds of podcasts on their 40-inch plasma in their basement or whatever. And I think that that's going to help us find an audience, as well as give us the opportunity to shoot in a more documentary style, perhaps longer form pieces that would be more appropriate to that kind of a viewing space. And that's exciting for us from a creative standpoint. Allows us to tell things about the news that you might have trouble telling in a much shorter soundbite kind of way for the web video.